Okay, new episode of the podcast. Tuesday. It is February of the year 2021. Anna is the guest
Do we
today.
pronounce the R in February?
Okay, Anna, that's something that
February. People do it like that. February. I can't do it.
Yeah, Anna, that's a weird thing. I said it today on the radio and it felt wrong, and I just said it there. I say February.
Is that because you spell it in your head?
It must be February.
February.
Because when you say it again one more time,
February.
that's how I like it.
R. Well, that is it. The R is silent to my knowledge.
February sounds way better. I need to remember.
It's like how my mother says salmon.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does. And then you know what I was thinking the other day? We were talking and I said salmonella and you said salmonella.
Because I'm so used to salmon, but is it salmonella?
I thought it was salmonella. And then when you started saying salmonella, I thought, oh no, am I saying it because my mom says it and that's wrong? Salmon, she says salmon, which I discovered is wrong. And then the other day you said salmonella. And I thought, am I saying that wrong too?
Well, and I say salmonella because I always thought it was a fish disease.
No. I don't think that's correct.
Is it an egg? That's the egg one, right? Not the fish one. That's an egg one.
And I think you can get it from other things. But yeah, like raw egg.
Okay, so I am definitely...
Because we were talking about eating cookie dough.
Did you mention... We mentioned that last time, the Lawrence cookie dough?
Of course, the sweet Lawrence.
We showed it to my brother and sister-in-law. And again, you and we got these cookies, and they wanted to bake them in the oven, and we ate them all before they hit the oven.
Also, they were out. They were out at the last 2 grocery stores we've been to, and I think it's because of the podcast. They just sold out because all of the thousands of people went to buy them at the grocery store.
That's probably it. Way to go. Okay, we need to walk that back. Do not get sweet Lawrence cookies. They're terrible.
Right.
Leave them for us to eat all of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, Anna, the guest today. So much to get to with you.
Okay.
Including the thing we didn't get to last week because now you've had a week to work with it. Something I feel very bad about. Something that is cute but weird, but also cool. Can you tell the people about your new office?
Oh, my closet office. I would love to. So, about this time last year, maybe a few months, give or take, Sean needed to work from home because it was a global pandemic. We thought probably a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Month max. And we're going on almost a year. He is stationed up here. He's got a desk. He's got a couple computer monitors. He's got his board. He's got everything up here. He's got an office chair. He's set. Well, when we bought this house, I was the only one. I've always worked from home. So I work remotely. I work from home. And that's always been the case since we got married. So we knew that I needed a work from home office. We did not know that Sean did. So now the guest room became my office. So it's directly beside my daughter's room. So when Sean is hanging out with Olivia and she's crying, or I feel like she needs to be rocked, or I feel like I want to get in everyone's business and do it my way, I'm distracted in my guest room office, and it's also the guest room.
And when she's napping in the middle of the day,
I
which
can't
is
be on
right
my phone
during a lot of your calls and your work stuff, you can't be talking too loud because it's right next to her door.
Correct. So, the other day we were getting our carpets cleaned, so it was super, super loud, but I was working, and I found myself shutting the door in the closet. And finally, I was like, I could fit a desk in this walk-in closet. Now, don't get me wrong. It is small. It is a closet. It's not some lavish, large situation. It is a walk-in closet, but...
For the technical folk out there, it's 4 feet by 5 feet. It's not big.
So I found a desk. Sean measured, and I found a desk on Amazon, a little tiny desk, and I put it in there, and I've been working from the closet, and it's soundproof, and it's great because I can't be out in the space where my daughter is when I'm working. It's just impossible. Or where Sean is.
Yeah. It's interesting. And it's now The Office. Like it's now
The
been The
only
Office
thing is, and I need
for a week.
advice.
Okay.
There's no power outlet plugs.
No outlets in this, and I do think it's not 4x5. It's like 5x8. I think is what it is, which is how that desk fits in there with the clothes. But again, you could
also
like lay
shout
down.
out to California Closets who
Yeah.
really made it work.
Yeah, they did. You could lay down in it barely. It is embarrassingly small for your workplace, where I feel really uncomfortable about it. But I wanted to know how week 1 went with you in the closet
I
office.
absolutely love it.
Okay. You came out of it one day, and
I love
I
it.
remember I just sat there and I was like, "Don't make eye contact with her. Let her
It's so
vent."
quiet. It feels disconnected from everything. It's right by the bathroom, which I go to often.
Correct.
I can't hear anything at all.
And that's the huge part, because you have a little bit of squirrel in you, where if something happens near you,
Absolutely undiagnosed ADD.
yeah, you have to go see what it is. So if Olivia and I are playing and the most normal thing drops in the ground, you're notorious for coming out and checking on what it is. And
See,
it's like
that's
it was
another
a
thing.
basketball hitting the ground.
If I'm feeling like I'm in the house, I feel like there are things I could be doing. Oh, I need to clean this. Oh, I need to wipe this down. Oh, if you're feeding her lunch, I need to help. I need to do this. But if I'm in there, I can't hear anything. I don't even feel like I'm a part of the house. And
Which
I
is
don't have
ideal.
to clean anything in there. Everything is in its place, and I don't mind it.
But back to your big point, because it is a big thing. Everything about it's great, but there's no power outlet
I
in the
have
closet.
to be able to charge my computer and my phone.
Totally. Now, we can do the phone with the power brick we have. We have one of the charging things. It's good for 2 phone charges. That's good enough for one day easily for your phone. But that's just your phone. That's not the laptop. And the laptop's important.
Right.
And that needs a plug-in. So the question is,
What do I do?
what do we do? Do we try to figure out how to put an outlet in the wall in the closet?
Worst case scenario, I could run an extension cord to like a plug in the bathroom.
For sure.
But that would be annoying.
That's last
And then
resort.
I couldn't close the door, and I really like closing the door.
For sure. Absolutely.
But then I'm like, I went through a moment where I closed the door and I'm like, am I having a hard time getting a breath?
Okay. There will be enough airflow in there, but that is a funny thing to think, because it is not a big space.
I felt a little dizzy, and I thought, is it because I'm not breathing well?
I will say, in terms of acoustics, you've got a great room. Like, there's so much clothes
yeah.
in there. You have zero echo on your
lovely.
phone calls.
It's a great little office.
Now, have you done a Zoom call in there yet?
I did change my background
Okay.
so that people couldn't see the clothes. Like I made like one of those fake backgrounds.
Yes. Instead of just my shirts.
Correct.
So I think it's my shirts and some of your shirts right behind you, which would be
Correct.
a very distracting look, I'm assuming, to everyone on the other end of a Zoom call. But week 1 with The Office was okay. The little mini desk was
Yes.
okay.
It was great.
Another Instagram purchase, or was that off something else?
That was just from Amazon.
Okay.
How are you enjoying your lavish office up here?
I love it. I'm almost ready for a new computer, but I love it.
Oh, a new computer like monitor?
A new computer. It's you know what stinks? Technology like this that just gets outdated, and I don't ever want to be the conspiracy person like with the phones, where people say, well, if you have an iPhone 8, they start to update them so that the old ones slow down and the new ones are the only ones that work. And I hate to think that way, because there's been a couple new Windows updates, and since those Windows updates came down, my computer is really bogged up, and I'm thinking, don't believe that. It's just...
Well, no, I think it's just like the technology world is constantly evolving and getting better, and at a certain point, an old monitor can't handle the new updates. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're better.
It just stinks.
Well,
It just stinks.
I think you've had a good run with this one. I still
have.
have my
10 years.
MacBook from. It's Apple products that really
They are.
get you, because it's like if you're a couple seasons old, it's not great. But my MacBook is still from college. Every now and then I can get it to work.
You actually remember that one day you tried to turn it on and it just did the load. Yes, it sounded like an airplane was taking off
Sometimes it does though.
in a loading
I mean,
circle.
like when I lived in LA, it was only 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I watched Netflix on that computer.
Yeah, one time I came to visit you and we tried to watch Friends on it, remember? And the sound on it was so bad.
I realized that when I'm by myself, it's fine, but when I was watching with you, it wasn't feasible, like quality.
I just remember laughing, thinking, we can't hear it. And then I realized after we started dating more, the reason you didn't need to hear what was being said is because you've watched Friends so many times, you know what they're saying without any volume being on.
Duh.
It was made very clear to me as many times as you watched that show.
You were so triggered that I didn't just use my actual TV.
Yes. What? By the way, I was going to ask you a Friends question. I was very triggered by that. I was going to ask you a Friends question because I saw it today, and maybe you saw it. What is the first episode?
Wait, I have to say something.
Oh, go ahead.
It's off topic.
No, you're fine.
Did you see that Screech died?
Yes. Dustin Diamond, I believe his name is, 44 from cancer.
R.I.P.
Anna, were you a Saved by the Bell person?
Of course.
Oh, I didn't know because we have a big age difference and there's a weird overlap of shows that we liked together, but then definitely we're not in on. And I assume Saved by the Bell.
Were you a Saved by the Bell person?
Yes, because I was in elementary school when it was really popular in the late. Yeah, because that show ran from like 89 to.
Oh, well, I mean, I watched it in.
It ran
middle
for a while.
School, probably. So that doesn't make sense.
Let me see. Saved by the Bell, because I remember it was almost too old for me. If I remember, yeah, 1989 was the first season. 1989 to 1993 was when it ran. 4 seasons.
I must have watched it on like
reruns.
Yeah.
Well, that's great because that was a huge show for me, right? Because it was cool. They were really cool.
Oh, they were so cool.
They wore all the cool clothes.
Were
at the
you
time.
a Kelly Kapowski?
Oh yeah, was I? Still am. But that was a weird story. Like they announced he had cancer pretty much last week, and then he died today.
Yeah, that's my sister called me devastated, and she was like, "Did you see the news about Screech?" And I had no idea.
That was a crazy one. That's a very big name from our era. Really big TV name.
And he truly, I don't think, did anything else after that.
No, he made a dirty movie.
Excuse me?
He made an adult film.
No.
He directed an adult film. I remember that was a huge story.
He directed it or he was in it?
So
I need to know.
Apparently he was in it, and then he walked it back and said, no, that was a stunt double. But
it never showed his face?
I don't know.
Look it up.
I've never seen it. I just read about it.
Pull it up.
No, we're not doing that. I read about it today on his Wikipedia because I was reading all about Screech.
You know people can make up Wikipedia.
Well, then I read the articles, and the articles were really weird.
I got to look that up.
Yeah, just really weird. I'm not even going to say what the title of it was.
Tell me
it's just
immediately.
Gross. Saved by the Smell. That's what it was called. Right? He was in that. There's no way.
Why did he have to bring Saved by the Bell into it?
That's a great question.
That is awful. Screech, shame on you.
Shame on you.
That
on the
is
day you passed away.
Sick.
Okay, I want to bring this up.
Now I'm no longer devastated.
I want to bring this up to you. Doggone, I hope I didn't lose it here.
Why? I can't believe you knew that.
I just read it today on his Wikipedia.
Somebody made that up.
It's right there. Anyways, okay. I want you to see this. You might have seen it on Instagram today. What's your favorite episode of Friends and why is it? And then they put an answer on here. I think it was for a reason, but did you see this today?
No.
Okay, so when you think of Friends, is there a specific episode you think of?
There are two.
Okay.
The one where Monica is cooking Thanksgiving dinner and the turkey gets stuck on Joey's head.
You showed me this one. And
then because I like that one too because Monica and Chandler get into a fight of sorts, I think, on this one. And then she ends up saying, I love you. Or no, he says, I love you. And she's wearing the turkey head.
It's at one of the houses. It's like a parent's house or something, isn't it?
No.
What's the Thanksgiving one I'm thinking of where they're at? One of, I think, her parents' house.
Yeah, there were a few where I think they float memory lane back to high school.
Okay.
And then they're at Monica and Ross's parents' house.
Okay, that's the one.
I also like the one where Ross is trying to get ready for his something, like some event that he has with work. He's getting an award. And Chandler and Joey get into a fight about sitting on the chair. And Joey ends up putting on every piece of clothing that Chandler owns, and it makes me laugh.
That's funny. That show's great.
And
You
Ross is
sold me on
like
it.
losing it because none of them are just actually getting ready.
You 180'd me on that show, Anna. I went from not
No,
being
that
interested
is not
at
true.
all.
You are still not interested. I can still never get you to watch it.
But when you watch it, when you used to watch it when it was on Netflix, do you remember how late I would stay up listening to it? All
Yeah,
your
but
other
it
shows,
just
I
makes
just
me
fall
mad
asleep.
because like you listen to it, but like you never would actually like watch it with me.
And you know why that is?
You never got as invested as I wanted.
You know why that is?
Because I was on my phone?
Yes.
No,
I have a major disconnect with you not wanting to watch things on the TV, but I will give you credit. Lately, you have been wanting to watch The Bachelor with me on the TV, and I appreciate that
Yeah.
very much, even though it doesn't always work. Okay. E! News apparently dropped their top 25 episodes, and their number one was the one with the embryos.
Oh.
So that must be the one where they announced
Monica.
that Lisa Kudrow's Phoebe's pregnant or going to have the babies.
Oh.
The ones with the embryos. I'm assuming.
I don't know him that well. Like from the title. I'd have to like see it.
Are her pregnancy episodes good?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the one they said was number one on their top 25. I'm looking at their list right here, the one with the embryos. Let's see if you know any of the top 5 ones.
Here, let me see.
Yeah, start right there. There's top 5. We got the phone out. The one where Ross got high. Good one or bad one?
That's funny.
Number 4 is the pilot.
Number 3, the one where no one's ready.
Okay,
That
the one
was
where no one's ready. That's the one where they put all the clothes on.
Yes.
Number 2 is the one with the embryos, and number 1 is the one where everybody
But he finds out about Chandler and Monica is a great one.
Oh, about Chandler and Monica because they keep that a secret for a long time.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
a great one.
Okay, I love that. Okay, and I wanted to bring this up. Thank you for talking some entertainment news with me. Screech passed away. Friends, we did a very 90s themed stuff. Is there anything 2021 we need to know about?
No, but
I don't think so. Machine
have
Gun Kelly.
nightmares about
Are Machine Gun
Saved by the
Kelly
Smell.
and Megan Fox, is that a cool combination or just for
Yeah.
the paparazzi? It's cool, right?
Yeah, sexy.
I think it's really awesome.
Yeah.
They seem sweet. Okay.
Sweet or
They like sweet, like they seem sweet, like a Ninja Turtle would say. Not sweet like, oh.
I have to say something else, and I don't know if this is for this podcast or a different one.
Okay, hit me.
You can cut this out.
Okay.
I don't know if the ladies in the 30 to 35 range know this,
Okay.
but TikTok has been telling me for the past couple of days that skinny jeans are completely out. And if you wear skinny jeans, you're an old lady. And so is like having a side part. If you have a side part, you're old. And you
Okay.
have to have a middle part.
So I understand skinny jeans. I understand the concept of it.
But-
Side part is
but
that
what do you mean? Like, what do you imagine a girl wearing jeans wise? I mean, I have some bell bottoms and some like maybe looser fitting ones, and those are the ones I think that you have to do. You have to do like the straight down legs, the bell bottoms, the wide legs.
So
I
currently,
just don't have enough.
Currently for you, my favorite jeans you wear are those black ones. What are those considered?
What black ones?
You have black ones. They're not the ones with the holes in them. They're just black jeans.
They're skinny. They go all the way down.
They're your best. They're the best.
But that's what
They're
I'm saying.
so
like,
good.
I'm realizing like
And those are out, huh?
like over the last year of quarantine, all of my clothes have gone out of style. I already did
I didn't know this.
the middle part for the most part.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of. Let me do the hair one because I'm imagining, and you tell me.
I
tell me
always
if I'm-
have middle part.
Okay, I'm imagining and tell me if I'm wrong about what the side part is. That's just. It's not the shaved underneath, right? It's just you
Yeah,
part it
just
on the
you
side,
part it
push
on
it
the
over.
side.
And where does your side hair? Does it just dangle?
Yeah.
Because you know who I think of immediately when I think of that haircut? Am I wrong about this? Did Jennifer Aniston not do that always?
I mean, I think she's done a little bit of both.
You do middle part. That's what you
I
do.
do.
Or you do a pull back, pull up like you had today.
Oh, like a doo-doo ball?
Yeah, today you had my favorite hairstyle. You did the one where you pull it back on the top.
Oh, that's just when
put
I'm
it in a
like
bun- on a-
cleaning.
You pull it back in the front, you put it in a ball, but then all of your hair on the sides and back is down.
Yeah, that's normally just because it gets in my face when I'm cleaning.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best one.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just like, I'm feeling like I need to upgrade my denim. And so I thought I would just give, the millennials out there an FYI.
Okay, so if you're going to get in on one of the new fads of jeans, which one of the new ones would you most want to start with?
I already
try.
have several bell bottoms, as we know.
You do, and they're great.
And I'm in on those. I'm lucky that so far, from what I've gathered, there's no low rise trends because I don't need that. I need to keep high waisted. So apparently high waisted is still okay. So what I need is just a nice high waisted straight leg.
Okay. Wow, that's
not skinny.
That's very guy jeans from the
Yes,
American Eagle 2000
literally
to 2005 days.
Levi's.
Yeah, that's exactly what that sounds like, which is real strange that's coming back.
I guess I need to go to Nordstrom and figure it out.
Okay, well, this transitions into this. And I think you should. I would love it if you did. We were working on, we've got our budget in play. We did it last month. And I think we did a good job with it. It was our first month trying out the new budget. And then this month we'll be locked in again.
Right.
But you came back today and you talked to me about something that, whether you believe it or not, whether Friends, you've won me over on Friends. You know you've won me over on this because the first time you spent a lot of money on this item, I looked at you and said, you are so dumb. Why did you waste money? And then ate every word that I said to you on New Year's Eve 2016?
I think it was 2016.
Good night.
2016 going into 17.
And those are balloons. And Anna, you came in today and said, I bought balloons, but I didn't buy as many as I normally would. And it broke my heart.
So shout out Pop Balloon Bar.
Pop Balloon Bar.
In Spokane is wonderful.
That's Kindle's, right?
Yes. And they make it hard for me because, I really feel like the only thing you need when it comes to any holiday, any birthday, anything like that is balloons to make it look special. And you really don't need that many. Most
underrated party. You've taught me this.
Yeah.
It's the most underrated party decoration of anything.
You can just do so much with them. So, of course, I got on their website. They have all their Valentine's stuff up. We're thinking about having out or like in our garage just to keep the airflow going. We
have space there to set everything up apart.
Neighbors for a Valentine's Day brunch because there's a couple babies in the mix. Toddlers now, I guess.
Who recognize each other. It's so weird that they're at the age now where they recognize the other toddlers.
Well, they do have brains.
It's so weird to me. They used to just be so little and it was just
blobs.
And now it's like, oh, that's Roman and Cooper.
Yeah. So
and my man Jackson.
We're thinking about having a Valentine's Day breakfast where the babes can hang. And, I got on Pop Balloon Bar's website and it is such cute stuff. And it took everything in me not to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars because they can put together, big like clusters with Valentine's Day colors. They have like this huge balloon mylar. I think it's no, that's not the word, but it's like clear and it's got little confetti in it. And they put these like
those are cool
streamers coming down from the bottom. Not streamers. They're called something else. I don't know. All of that to say they have a lot of cute stuff. They also had funny balloons with like COVID jokes on them, like those little like heart candies that say like you're mine or whatever,
conversation hearts.
So these were like conversation heart balloons, but they said like I can't stay 6 feet apart from you and things like that. So I did not get those, but they were in my cart for a while. But I did get just a big bundle. That's what's nice is you can say like, okay, I want a bundle Valentine's Day themed, and then they just like do it and it's pretty and nice and you don't have to like run to Michael's and choose your own, like, or not Michael's. What am I thinking of?
Joint Fabrics?
Party City.
Oh, Party City. That's where you went to Party City.
I always went to Party City. But it's just nice that they put all of the bundle together. I don't have to like choose and make it my own in my head. I can do that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just like, it's just nice. And then they're a local company and they do a good job.
They do a great job.
They even deliver.
Well, I want to one day, and I texted you this earlier today, when Olivia's a bit older, I want you just to put together the budget for like the ridiculous balloon budget that we just save up for Balloon Day. And you choose the holiday and go all out on these balloons. I don't want to know how much it costs because I know we've been saving for it, and just do it. Because I think that would bring you so much joy.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Sorry, Siri. I'm sorry, Siri. Did Siri not like the balloon talk?
She said she was having trouble hearing me.
She wants the balloons too.
Pop also offers a like room full of balloons option where you can just like have them.
That's cool.
I'm telling you, it's just like you just want it all. But I didn't. I just did a bundle. But like if I could just spend however much I wanted on balloons, the limit would not exist.
I know. I do want one time though.
You
to
listen.
get the
You
green
dabbled
light on
in the room when you made that beautiful arch. Remember?
And it was great.
It was
great for
wonderful.
Olivia's first birthday. And again, I never thought balloons would be the thing that I would like for your party decorations. But when you've added them, they add so much. And people always love taking pictures by them,
See,
which
that's
is
the
cool.
thing.
Like you got to have
They're
the place
so
where you can take the pictures.
aesthetically pleasing.
Yep, I love it. Okay, is there anything else?
I totally derailed every single thing you planned to talk about. I feel like.
No, absolutely not. Is there anything else you needed to talk about before we move
Let's
forward?
see, Screech.
Is there any music
the
stuff?
jeans.
Are you into any TikTok songs right now I need to know about? Is there a new... Here's the deal. I rely on you for this, Anna. Is there a TikTok pop song that I don't know right now that I need to, because all the popular ones are from TikTok?
I don't know. Like, I mean, right
Is that
now,
Michael Jackson song new?
I don't think that's a new song.
How's it go?
No.
Michael Jackson, you can pull it. I don't know how it goes. That's a
Listen,
dangerous song.
You're either going to go all in on me, all in. A little thing I like to call Saved by the Smell. You're either going to go all in on that my TikTok obsession
Yeah.
and learn the dances with me, or I'm not engaging.
So let me ask you
Because
this.
it's not fun when you just know bits and pieces. I need you
I
to
agree.
know what's going on in the TikTok world, the trends, the songs, or just not at all.
So it's bad because I don't love the dance ones you send me as much as I love. You've been sending me some absolutely hilarious ones lately. You're on a real hot streak.
But you don't
and
respond
Naomi-
when I send them.
You and Naomi sent one. You sent it during my work, so I had to wait to watch it later.
Yeah,
You sent me
yeah.
one today that I accidentally played and it went over the microphone.
Was it Michael Jackson? I'm gonna pull it.
No, it wasn't. It was the one, I forget what it was. You sent it to me just this morning. It was I don't remember. Naomi this weekend made a TikTok meal for us. Are those things unbelievably good?
I don't think it was a TikTok meal. It was from Half Baked Harvest from Instagram, which
Okay.
is also amazing.
Okay.
I feel like the TikTok world of recipes that I get are usually air fryer recipes that I don't have an air fryer.
Is an air fryer worth getting? That's another question we
I
have.
feel like it, from the looks of TikTok, it seems to be.
Okay. Other trend, what is the video right now? Is it the Michael Jackson one? What's the video right now? If it comes up and you hear the intro or you see what the topic is that you will always watch.
Do you want to hear something weird?
Yeah.
So TikTok's algorithm, like some people see the same like trend
Yeah.
a million times.
So
Like,
she's like, I'm a chopper.
yes.
Pra, 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 pra.
But then like I see like the formula that I see. So I see the same, like Michael Jackson, I'm gonna beat it a million times. Naomi has never seen that one time.
That's not real.
Yeah, so
And
it's,
it plays in our bedroom.
that's what I'm saying. So it's so weird. Like remember when the Morgan Wallen stuff was everywhere?
Yes.
And I was like, all I have on my timeline is Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, like people didn't see that. Or like Naomi, since
What?
she's a teacher and she likes the teacher ones, she always gets teacher ones, whereas I get these like air fryer ones and like work from home mom ones.
Okay, I understand to a point where you get some, but I just assumed that at least the big trends
I mean,
everybody saw.
maybe some, but it's like weird because I've had things sent to me before where it's like, we should do this dance. Like Casey and Kara wanted to do this one like about coming home for the holidays.
Yeah.
And I had never seen it. Casey knew every single word.
No way.
It's like very weird.
Okay. All right,
So
interesting.
their algorithm like figures out like you only see certain ones. It's very weird. Like yours would probably all be like sports.
So if I do reels, Instagram reels,
Even though-
it's
wait,
all skateboarding.
I have been getting all the jail ones. They're my favorite
Okay.
ones.
We'll wrap the podcast up
Jail
with this.
TikTok.
Explain jail TikTok to wrap
Jail
the podcast.
TikTok is the absolute best. I get them all the time. It's literally these guys in jail. And
Do you actually believe, let's see if our video's frozen for a second. The audio
Oh, it
will
fixed.
keep, but now I think the video's back.
okay.
Do you believe these guys are actually in jail?
Yes.
So I just didn't know if it was a set.
No, they are in jail and they are making these TikToks and I love it so much. I mean, I just like imagine like what is that show where the two girls are
Orange
in
is
jail?
the New Black?
Yes, I imagine like Orange is the New Black where they like have phones illegally,
Yeah.
you know, and they're like making these TikToks, and it's so funny, and they're having so much fun, like learning the dances.
They're really funny. You showed me that one, and
I love-
I'm still trying to figure if they're real or not. That
They
one
are
you sent
real.
me, it
They
was
are in
like,
jail.
but one you sent me, it was the big game watch party, and they had set up a whole thing where they were watching the football playoffs on the guy's bunk.
Yeah, like they have like, you know, you can buy like in jail, if you watch Orange is the New Black, you would know this. In jail, you can buy like snacks and stuff. So they had all their tiny little snacks that they had bought and like gotten together.
Yeah, and they were watching the football games. I just was blown away by it.
I don't know the ins and outs of what kind of technology they're allowed to have and what they're sneaking. I like to think they're sneaking the phones to make TikToks,
Yeah.
which makes them even more fun. But I swear, I think I'm the only person that gets these jail TikToks because I like every single one that comes through because I think they are amazing.
I will say I laugh at everyone you show me.
They're the best.
Okay, now that we've done the whole podcast, 30 minutes.
Oh, mine are always so long.
Do you now want to see now that this is the order because I wanted to do what you did and I will tell you we deleted it. But I have it written down to do at the end so that we could do the whole podcast. So now do you want to tell the people why we didn't record last night?
Don't even say you deleted it because.
I have it written down as the final thing.
Okay, yeah, because I hated your guts.
That is why we're now having this on a Tuesday as opposed to Monday. But I appreciate you making time on Monday night to record for Tuesday.
You know me,
And
Sean.
give the people what
Selfless.
they want. Totally selfless. We need to. Now we're recording this on Monday.
Despite what you said yesterday night.
We've got to go watch The Bachelor.
Yeah, I'm going to go to bed.
Are we in on Bachelor right now?
You know, it's really just a different beast when you skip a season and it's a global pandemic and you had a baby and you want to go to bed at 7 instead of 10.
Can I tell you what I think it is?
What?
And you tell me if I'm wrong, but this is what's happening with me.
What?
I'm falling out of love with Matt James.
You know, he's just nice enough to be flat out boring.
And that's what it is, isn't it? Where it's just weird because
Be
when
like Nick Viall
I was
or
gonna
whatever
say
his name
when
is.
Nick was on there,
Be an ass.
and even what was it? Was it not? It's not Ben. There's another guy.
Well, no, the best.
Was it Ari? Was Ari a jerk? No, there was someone else in
People
there.
just didn't really like Ari. Colton.
Colton was just blah.
You know, Caitlin Bristow was the perfect bachelorette because she has a good heart. She's fun. You kind of, I wanted the best for her. But she's also just enough
Crazy.
like sassy. No, she's actually not crazy. She's just like sassy and, you know, stands up for herself, doesn't really care that much about what people think. And I liked her because it, you know, kind of stirred up a little drama. She kind of did what she wanted.
But and the Bachelorettes, I feel like more often than not we like the Bachelorettes. More often than not.
And not Claire. She was too chaotic.
Yeah, that's why I said more often than not because she
Yeah.
was a not for sure. But I think after watching this season and Matt James and going, oh, you seem like a great dude. I think I'm gonna go. We need all Nick Vials from here on out. We need all Nicks. We need all.
You know, though,
We need the dirty boys. We
Yeah.
need we need the crazy boys.
we need the
You know who was kind of crazy?
what?
Pilot Pete. That's what I was trying to think of because
Yes.
remember he was kind of
Oh
a
my
dirty
gosh,
boy.
He was
and it
such
was
an
like-
oh my gosh, when Madison was like, please don't have sex with the other ladies, and he's like, I had sex with the other lady.
Like that. We need the Nicks, and
Yeah.
I didn't
Right,
think I
like-
want that,
like,
but now I've seen Matt
you know
James.
what?
I want that.
Exactly. Like I almost like want it to be someone from the Bachelor franchise that we already have dirt on going into it. There's no I feel like there's really no dirt on Matt James and he's playing it so safe. He's trying to like be the best of the best. Like it's just like it's almost like I don't need to stay up for this. There's nothing for me here.
Right.
And you know, the only thing that's kind of juicy, and I made this totally up in my mind, just completely
I
made
love
it
this.
up,
Bring it.
is I feel like the reason they had the 5 extra girls come in is because he literally said to Chris Harrison, there are no women here that I want to marry.
Whew. Or
And
did he
then-
just say it's just Rachel, and the producers were like, get some potential
Listen,
Rachel.
the internet says that
battles.
Rachel's racist, and I don't know. If she did win, that has come up in conversation in their relationship because there are a lot of things surfacing.
Okay. Well, I'm Team Bree for life.
Yes.
BFL
I
Bree for
really
life.
took a liking to Michelle.
and Michelle. So we got to watch Bachelor, or we got to watch a couple minutes of Bachelor and fall asleep and watch. throughout the week, we'll watch
I think
30-minute
if there
chunks.
were some Sweet Laurens in the fridge, I would be more interested in watching.
And the Blazers already played today and lost, got their butts kicked by the Milwaukee Bucks because that's unavoidable at this point.
I've never in my entire life heard of the Milwaukee Bucks.
They are okay. How about this? They are the best team in the Eastern Conference.
Are they
Well, they're
new?
not. They're the third. They're the third best. Philadelphia
Are they new
76ers.
this year?
No, they're old, but they've been bad forever, and now they have Giannis Antetokounmpo. I know you've heard him because Grayson said it, but they're the third best team in the East record-wise, and now they're probably going to be the second best team behind Darnay's Philadelphia 76ers. I know you were excited about that.
Fired up.
All right, babe. I will talk to you next week. Thank you for coming on the Tuesday episode.
We'll talk next week if you're not mean to me.
Okay. And was the video okay?
No, I hate the video.
So we may go no video for you next week.
I forget to prepare for the video, and then I am in a doo-doo ball and I'm in my pajamas.
All right, so everyone go to the video and just say how beautiful Anna is, because she is.
Yeah, leave a review about how wonderful I am and how great of a time you guys have when I'm on the podcast so that my husband knows that I'm an asset to this team and this family.
By the way, you are. And by the way,
I know.
if you are watching the video, are our shirts kind of weird? Mine says Eastern. It's Eastern Washington University. Mine says Eastern, and yours says West Coast. It's the East-West combo.
That pretty much sums it up.
There you go. East and West, yin and yang.
Love you as far as the East is from the West.
Thanks to my wonderful wife, Anna, for coming on the podcast, making time for it on a Tuesday instead of a Monday, but I'm glad she was on. And I wanted to get a couple things out there. Number one, later this week, I think we're shooting for Ryan to come on later this week. Maybe Curdy Bear, maybe Dalton. I'm not sure how the three of their schedules work with when I can record, but that's kind of the plan. Some of those people on the pod. We got to get Ryan on to talk about the fact he went under the knife for knee surgery and how all of that went and any stories that come along with it. So we'll chase down Ryan at some point this week. Okay, Punxsutawney Phil just saw his shadow moments ago. It is Groundhog's Day when I'm recording this portion of the podcast. And Punxsutawney Phil just saw his shadow, and he can eat one because I'm not in it for 6 more weeks of winter. Yesterday in Spokane was in the 50s, and it was the first day in a long time I thought, oh, we're getting close to park days with my daughter. And then I looked at the forecast, and I was like, oh, we're not getting close to park days with my daughter. So thanks a lot, Punxsutawney Phil. I am superstitious and believe in these kind of things. So 6 more weeks of winter. To anyone who went through and subscribed to the pod lately, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. For the people who have spread the word on the podcast, thank you for doing that. That is super sweet of you, super kind of you. Love that. And the people who have left those iTunes reviews, I thank you so much. It is very nice of you to have done that. So there you go. Some thanks on the way out the door. I hope your Tuesday, I hope your Groundhog's Day goes very well, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.